Hi, Frog. How are you?
I'm really good.
What are we doing here today?
Well, we're going to learn about God,
Yeah,
and we're going to have some fun things. We're going to learn about forgiveness,
okay. Hi, friends. My name is Miss Lizzo.
and I'm Frog.
Oh, you just go by Frog?
Uh-huh.
And we're here at the Center for Spiritual Living in San Jose. And this is Sunday school, but it might not be Sunday. It might be Tuesday or Friday, and that's okay. Whenever you're watching this video, that is just great. I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad you're here, too.
So, Frog, we were going to talk about what God is.
Oh, God is my pond where I live, and God is all of the plants that I see all around the pond.
Uh-huh. What else is it?
God is eyeballs.
God is eyeballs. Look at your eyeballs. They're very beautiful. They're very big.
Yeah, I love my eyeballs.
And what else do you know about God?
Well, God is everything.
You're right. You're right, Frog. God is everything. Mm-hmm. And it's where is it?
It's everywhere.
Yeah, it is. Uh-huh. It's everywhere. God is everything and it's everywhere. And every week, every time we make one of these videos, we celebrate God.
Yeah, because God is cool. God is cool. God is so many things and it's cool. I like God.
I like God too. We are going to light our candles and say some of the things that God is. These are things that we are too. Because you know what? If God is everywhere, where's the most important place where it is?
Inside of us.
Yeah, we get to have God inside of us. So we're going to light these candles. Can you sit up here,
I'm right here.
Froggy? Okay. So I'm going to say that God is something, and then Froggy's going to say that you are it. So if I say God is awesome, what are you going to say, Froggy?
I am awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And you can say I am whatever. All right. Let's go. Here we go. God is life.
I am life.
God is joy.
I am joy.
Oh, I did it the wrong order.
Well, it's okay.
I'm going to go back one now. God is light.
I am light.
God is peace.
I am peace.
God is love.
I am love.
God is beauty.
I am beauty.
God is power.
I am power.
And together we say,
All of these things God is, I am.
yay! We lit all of our candles. Come on down, Froggy. So, today we're going to talk about forgiveness. And Froggy's going to help us with that. We're going to tell a story, right, Froggy?
Uh-huh. I'm going to tell a story about something that happened to me and how I forgave.
Yeah, I'll help you tell it, okay?
Yeah, I want you to.
Okay, so let's say bye to Froggy for now. Bye, Froggy. We'll see you in a bit. He's going to go right back here. There we go. Now, I want to talk to you about forgiveness. Forgiveness? I've been saying that word. You might not even know what it means. Let's clap it out. Forgiveness. 3 syllables. That's a pretty long word. What is it? What is forgiveness? Well, I'll tell you what it is. Did you ever have somebody do something or say something that made you angry or sad? Like maybe someone says that they didn't like, maybe you drew a picture and they said, your picture looks yucky. How would you feel? Would you feel sad? I would. I would feel insulted and I would feel sad. And it would start to make me feel a little bit like I'm not confident, right? It would make me feel a little bad about myself because maybe I would believe what they said about my picture. Now, I can be angry or I can be sad or mad or I could be not confident. I could be any of those things. Or I could use the God inside of me and I could forgive that person. Now, maybe I could first use my words and say, I don't like what you said about my picture. Or what you said about my picture was mean. Or you acted mean. I don't like it. My picture is great. I could use my words in any of those ways, right? And use my words like I mean them. And then they might say, I'm sorry. Or maybe they won't. Maybe they'll say, I don't care. Your picture's yucky. Now, I get to have a choice. I can stay being angry or sad or mad or not feeling good about myself. I could do any of those things, or I could forgive them. Now, what that means is I like them. They're okay. They're a pretty good kid. I had fun playing football with them one time. But I didn't like that choice. I didn't like what they said about my picture. So if they say to you, I'm sorry, you can say, I forgive you. And that means you didn't like their choice, but you like them. And then you just go forward. And you tell them not to make that choice again. Now, if they don't say sorry, you can still say, I didn't like his choice, but I like him okay. If they keep saying every time that your picture's yucky, you can still forgive them. You can say, they don't know how to use the God in them. They don't know how to use that good God stuff they have in themselves to give each other compliments and say nice things. They don't know how to do that. So I forgive them. I like them okay. I feel kind of bad that they don't know how to use God, but I forgive them. I like them because I like everyone. But I didn't like them saying that about my picture. And you forgive them. And then you feel better. Because forgiving someone is not always about them feeling better because you forgive them. It's also about you feeling better inside. And hey, don't forget to forgive yourself, right? Maybe your mom or your grandma or your Aunt Beulah tell you, don't climb up on that chair. You're going to hurt yourself. And then you want to get that cookie out of the cookie jar and you get up on that chair anyway and you fall down and you're mad at yourself because you should have listened to your big person. And now did you use the God in you? No. But you can start using the God in you by forgiving yourself and saying, hey, I know I did something wrong. I'm not going to do it again. I'm not going to be mad at myself. I forgive myself because I learned from this, right? You can always forgive yourself. That's very important. Don't keep yuckies in your heart because you made a mistake. Forgive yourself, right? Yeah. I have a song about forgiveness. I think Froggy should sing it with us. I'll get him out here in a minute. Here's how it goes. Put your hands out. And we're going to say, I feel good. Can you say that? Then say, when I forgive. Say it again. I forgive. Say it again. I forgive. We're going to do the whole thing again. I feel good when I forgive. I'm forgiving. Let's try the whole thing. I feel good when I forgive. I forgive. I forgive. I feel good when I forgive. I'm forgiving. Hey, Froggy, did you ever forgive somebody?
Yeah. One time my mom wouldn't let me play with my iPad, and I got really mad. But really, she was just trying to make the right choice, for me. So my eyes didn't get strained, and I learned things other ways.
Yeah, okay. So do you want to sing about that?
She took my iPad away, but I forgive, I forgive, I forgive. She took my iPad away, but I forgive, I'm forgiving.
Good, Froggy. I didn't know frogs had iPads.
Sometimes they do.
Okay, so that's something you can forgive about. And you can think about something you forgave someone for because you saw the God in them, even though they weren't using it. You knew they had God in them. And you said, I forgive you. You can think about that and you can sing that song. Maybe somebody kicked you Or maybe somebody didn't share their toys with you, right? She didn't share, but I forgive, I forgive, I forgive. She didn't share, but I forgive, I'm forgiving. You can sing that song anytime, okay? Let's see what else we've got to do. Oh, prayer. What does that mean? 5 steps to prayer. 5 steps. So if you're saying a prayer, the first prayer is, God is all there is. You can just say, God is. The second step is, I am part of God. God's inside of me. So you can just say, I am. The third step is, I know I can use God to do whatever I need to do. I know. So God is, I am, I know. And then you say, thank you. I give thanks. I let it go. God is, I am, I know, I give thanks, and thank you. Oh, and let it go. Okay? So let's say a prayer about forgiveness, okay? Think of somebody who upset you. You got it? Did you think of it? Okay. So I want you to say, I know that God is everything. God is. The second one is, I am part of God. I am part of God. It's inside of me, right? Say, God's inside of me. The third step is, I know because God's inside of me, I can forgive whoever it is for doing whatever they did, right? And then you'll feel good. You get to feel good. Say, thank you, I feel good. And let it go. That's a good old prayer, isn't it? Sometimes, things happen that you get angry or upset, right? Not just about forgiving, but sometimes you have to be patient. Sometimes you have to remember to be responsible, do all your chores, right? I know everybody's staying at home a lot now. You're in the house with your big people, maybe some other kids that live with you. And it is not easy to just be in there all the time, right? So you got to really, really use your brain. And you know what? We can give our brain some homework. Brain homework is called meditation. And that's when you sit very quiet and still and you think happy thoughts. Because if you're thinking happy thoughts, you're not going to feel angry, are you? I can't feel angry while I'm thinking about puppies romping around. Can you? I can't. I can't feel angry when I'm thinking about my car, because my car is so cool. It's little and it's blue and it's almost new and I love it so much, and I can't feel angry when I'm thinking about it. Can you feel angry when you're thinking about your favorite toy? No. So for 2 minutes, we're going to listen to beautiful music and think happy thoughts. We get our bodies really comfortable. This is called meditation. Are you ready? Are you ready? Here we go. Let me get the technology going. Okay. You ready? I'm going to put on some beautiful music. Now I want you to get in a comfortable position. Maybe you're laying down or sitting crisscross applesauce, sitting in a chair, a very comfortable chair. Maybe you're cuddling up with one of your cuddle toys or even with your big person. Okay? But we're going to close our eyes and meditate. Let's take some deep breaths first. I like to do it this way. Smell a flower. Blow out a candle. Smell a flower. Blow out a candle. Let's take a deep breath. Let it out. Close your eyes. We're going to meditate for 2 minutes. Think happy thoughts. Here we go. gently we're opening our eyes. Oh, I love the way my brain feels right now. Do you? Yeah. Feel so relaxed and happy. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's time for our story with Froggy. I've got to get some more puppets. Okay? I'm going to grab a couple more. So can you wait right here? Why don't you count to 10 while I get the puppets, all right? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. I think I've got some good ones here. Yep, I do. I got some great puppets here. Let me find, I gotta find one more. Here we go. There we go. Okay. So, there's Froggy. Once upon a time, Froggy was just sitting in the pond where he lives. Ribbit, ribbit. And he was so happy just sitting there. And then along came a little girl.
Oh, I just ate a sucker and I didn't have anywhere to put my wrapping, so I just threw it in the pond.
Oh no! When she threw it, it scared a bunch of the flies away.
Oh,
Now I don't know if I'll have any dinner. Good grief!
how do you think Froggy's feeling? A little sad? A little hungry? Was that a good choice for that little girl to throw those things in the pond? Mm-mm. She threw a wrapper in the pond. So the next day, Froggy was sitting at the pond, and the little girl came along.
Oh, I just finished my candy bar. Yeah, I got a wrapper again. I think I'll just throw it in the pond.
Oh man! Hey!
He screamed after her.
Don't throw wrappers in the pond! Yesterday you scared the flies. Plus, you're making the pond all dirty.
But she was gone. How do you think Froggy's feeling? Yeah, he's feeling sad.
I'm feeling a little angry now, too.
So the next day, that same little girl came along. She came along.
Oh, I was drinking my soda and, well, now the can is empty. It was really yummy. I loved the soda. But the can's empty, so I'm just going to throw it in the pond because there's no trash can around here. I don't want to carry it.
Hey! Hey! Stop throwing things in the pond! You almost hit me with that can. Now I don't even feel safe. I'm so upset. I'm mad. I'm hungry because she scared the flies away. And now my pond's getting all dirty and I don't even feel safe here.
I know, right, Froggy?
This is horrible.
How are you feeling about that little girl?
Well, she did bad things.
Do you think she has God inside of her?
Well, how could she?
But Froggy, you said yourself that God is everywhere and it's everything.
I guess you're right about that.
You want to stay mad?
I do. I'm feeling very mad.
So Froggy stayed mad. He stayed mad for quite a while. Until finally, he said,
I don't like being mad. That little girl's gone. She scared the flies away. She made my pond dirty. And she almost hit me with a can. And it made me really, really mad. But I don't want to be mad anymore.
Did she say she was sorry?
She's not even around anymore. But I forgive her. I don't want to feel angry and mad anymore.
Oh, what does forgiving mean?
Well, forgiving means that I know she has God inside of her. And that, well, she just didn't know how to use it, or she just couldn't make the right choice.
Oh,
So I forgive her, and now I feel good again. And I think I'm going to go catch some flies today.
okay, Froggy. I'm glad you're feeling happier now.
I am. I feel good when I forgive, I forgive, I forgive. I feel good when I forgive, I'm forgiving.
Great song, Froggy. Hey, Froggy.
Yep.
I thought we could make you as a craft.
Me as a craft?
Look. I made this little puppet frog. Hello. Oops. This Liza dropped him.
Don't drop me.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good. You look kind of like me.
Yeah, I know. Would you like to make this frog puppet? Okay, we'll do that. Can you say bye to Froggy?
Bye.
Okay, Froggy's gonna go back here again. So, what you need to do is on the website where you're watching this video, if you go out there, have your big people look for you, there's something that says frog or maybe frog craft for this week's activity, right? And if your parents can do that and you can print it out, you'll want to print it out. It's gonna look like this or like this, okay? It's gonna look like this because we gotta make it. We're gonna make Froggy, alrighty? It's gonna look like this, and if you can, print it out on a sturdy paper. Now, if you don't have a sturdy paper, a plain paper will work just fine. You can print it out. Or you can use for the circle, if you have a small paper plate at your house, you could use that. It's just the same size, alrighty? If you don't have a paper plate, you don't have sturdy paper, print it out on regular paper. And if you don't have a printer at your house, that's okay too. That's okay too. You can just draw it. I'm going to help you to draw it. I'm going to get some plain paper here. Let me find where I put that. This list is not quite ready for everything. I didn't prepare so well. But you know what? I'm going to forgive myself. I'm going to forgive myself about that. Let's see. I got to find my plain paper. I don't see it. Oh, I see it. Count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got it. Okay. So, I'm going to help you to draw this in case you need to. Or you can just print it out. Either way. Alrighty? I'm going to get a black crayon. We're going to start by making a circle. We're going to leave some room on the bottom because we got to draw our tongue and our eyes too. So here, I'm drawing a circle for my frog's head. Okay. Then I'm going to draw his tongue along the bottom of the paper. I'm going to do it sideways. There'll be room down here. It's like a backward C. See that? And then I'm going to make a long straight line all the way to the end of my paper. And then I'm going to go down just a bit and make another long straight line. I'm going to match those two up. That's his tongue, right? Now I'm going to draw his eyes. And they are kind of like a backwards C too, but they're very long. I'm going to make a line. And then in that, right here, I'm going to draw a circle and put a big black dot inside it. Because remember, Froggy had those kind of eyes, right? And I'm going to do another one of those. It's going to be a straight line down and then up and curve back. And then I'm going to put a circle inside of that and a dot. Okay? So if you needed to draw it, now you have it. And if you printed it out, now you have it. So we're going to start coloring. So here's what you're going to need. A red crayon, this black crayon, of course, a pink crayon, and a green crayon. You need those 3 colors. And you'll need scissors and glue. You want to go get those things? You can always pause the video. Your big people will know how to do that if you don't. Okay, so I've got my green crayon now. And I'm going to color this whole circle green. It sure was great the way that Froggy learned to forgive, right? He realized that it was best. Oh, I went outside of the line. I forgive myself. It was great the way that Froggy learned to forgive. He remembered that he had God inside of him, and he always, always, always could do that. And you can too. Forgiveness feels really good when you do it. There, I've colored my whole circle green. Now I'm going to color around these circles. I'm going to color that green. I'm not coloring inside the circle green, just this color. Because frogs have very big eyes. I think they need them so they can see the flies flying around, right? There, I've got his eyes colored now. And now I'm going to color his tongue. His tongue is red. Get your red crayon out. Color his tongue. Sure not nice to pollute those waters like that girl was doing. I wonder why she didn't know. You all know not to pollute the water, right? And keep it nice and clean. Oh, look, we're all colored now. Well, pretty much. We're going to cut now, and then we have a little bit more coloring to do. Okay, so we're going to cut. Do you know how to use your scissors? Fingers on the bottom, thumb on the top. Let me get this on the screen. Open, shut, cut, cut, cut. What do you cut? Only paper. Only ever paper. That's pretty much all you ever cut. I'm going to cut out my circle first. See how I'm cutting around this black line? Cutting around the black line. I'm leaving the black line there. I'm not cutting the black line off. You want to stay right on that line if you can. And you see how I use my helper hand to hold on and turn the paper as I need to turn it? See, I'm going to let go now and grab it down here so I can turn it some more. Okay, I've got my circle cut out. I'm going to cut out my tongue. That's a big long line right here. Cutting out my tongue. Well, my frog's tongue. Frogs use their tongues to catch flies. And Frog was sad because when that girl threw her wrapper, she scared the flies away, but she also polluted the water. And when she threw the can, she almost hit Frog. He didn't even feel safe in his home. She made so many mistakes, but he still forgave her because he knew that she had God in him. I'm going to cut my eyes out now. We're just cutting around this big shape. We're not cutting out the circles. We're cutting around. It's kind of like a half of an oval. We're cutting around that. See that? Cutting that eye out. Gonna get my other eye cut out, and then we have one more thing to color. After, it's easier to color this after you've cut it out. We're going to color the back of our circle pink. Right? Got two eyes cut out. I've got my tongue cut out. Put your scissors down. That's the safety way to be. Got my tongue cut out and colored. Got my circle cut out. Now, I'm going to color the other side of my circle pink because this is going to be the inside of Frog's mouth, right? Color the whole thing pink. Hold your crayon tight. Big lines. Then you can go really fast. And we have one thing to draw on the other side of this circle. But first, I'm going to take the circle. I'm all done coloring it pink. And I'm going to take the circle and I'm going to fold it in half. So the green is on the outside. Folding it in half so the green is on the outside. Looks like a taco, huh? Okay. I folded it in half so the green was on the outside. Now I'm going to turn it this way. And here, right down here, I'm going to draw 2 nostrils. Right about here. 1 with a black crayon, 2. That's how frog breathes. So he has lungs just like us. When they're tadpoles and they're born, they have gills and they only swim underwater. They don't come out. But then they do this thing called metamorphosis, and they come up out of the water because their gills turn into lungs, and they need to breathe air like us. When they're babies, they breathe water, but when they grow up, they grow lungs and they breathe air like us. So these are his nostrils. That's what he breathes with, and his mouth, just like us. We got a nostril, 2 nostrils and a mouth, and we breathe. Okay, so that was a little science. Here you go. So now I need my glue. Do you have your glue ready? Alrighty, I'm going to get my glue. Well, first I do need to do one more thing. See this? We're going to do some folding. You're going to fold it right here. You can turn it upside down, and we're going to fold it down, just like that. We don't want to fold it past the eye. See the little fold that I put on that? See that? See that little fold? Do it to the other one too. Give it a little fold, like this. See how I folded that? Pressing it hard. So now I have this little piece right here, right? And that's where I'm going to put my glue. Get my glue, open my glue. I'm going to put my glue right here, right? Oops, right here. Putting my glue right there. I don't have a lot of glue coming out. Got some though. Okay. And I'm going to put it on the other one too in the same place. My glue doesn't want to come out of this glue container very well. Let me see if I can clean it a little bit. How's your glue? Is it coming out well? Maybe you're using a glue stick, or you're using loose glue with a Q-tip. You can do it any way. Okay, I think I've got my glue pretty well now. And here's where my eyes are going to go. Do you see where those are? I'm going to glue them on just like this. Do you see how I set that on there? And then press it down. And I'm going to get this one, put it here, and press it down. Now look, my frog has eyes. He has 2 eyes, and he has a nose. He needs one more thing. He needs his tongue. Now I'm only going to put glue. See where the flat part is? I'm going to put glue there on the white side, the flat part, and I'm going to put it just not quite halfway down. I'm going to spread the glue right there. See that? There. And I can take the tongue now, and it goes all the way in on the bottom, in the middle. Just put it all the way back. And then you're going to press it down. Press his tongue down. Froggy's going to have his tongue so he can catch his flies. Okay? I know how to forgive. Oh, I know how to forgive. I can forgive. I can forgive. I know how to forgive. Did he forgive that little girl? He did. There's Froggy. Yay! So we learned about forgiveness today. We had a story about Froggy. Froggy helped us learn. And now we made a puppet. Well, kind of like a puppet, yeah. A Froggy. Okay. Yay! Thank you so much for being here today. And I will see you next time. Okay? Bye-bye.